welcome back to another video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm really hoping that this camera is in focus right now because I'm still trying to figure out how to put everything in focus. Thank you so much for actually coming back to another video. Thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you so much for all of your likes, all of your comments, and all of your subscriptions. All 20 of you. I'm just joking. I have more than that, but I really appreciate the support. If you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. Subscribe. Seriously. I really appreciate it. So today's video, I'm actually going to be going over a look that's more so for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So this will probably be another year where I'm actually all alone in my house, not doing anything with my dog. But it's okay. I'm still gonna give you guys a look so that you guys can go out with your significant others and have a good time. I'm just kidding. I probably will do something, but again, this is what single women do on a Friday night. We make tutorials for other people to have fun. But anyways, so yes, so today I'm actually going to be using a palette that's from ColourPop. All right, we get it. So this is a palette that I actually came across while I was at Ulta. I was just shopping around for one of my favorite fragrances, and I could only find it at Ulta or online, and I actually couldn't find it in the store, so I ended up having to order it online. I did see this palette in the store, and I walked around, I saw it, and I was like, it's pretty. And I really couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, wow, that was a really pretty palette. So I went and I was like, I really thought about it. I left, I didn't order it. And I had to order my perfume, which I ran out of. So I was like, I really like that palette. So I decided to give it a try. Here are some of the colors in the palette. Hopefully you guys can see that. But they're actually really pretty. If you guys want me to do a swatch of this one day, just let me know. Leave it in the comment section and I'll be happy to do that. So that's the featured palette, and I'm actually going to be doing two looks. One with a nude lip and one with a red lip. I actually found this bomb red lip at Ulta. This I picked up while I was at the store. It's right in front of me, and I can't even blend it. I swear I'm fluent in English. Swear. Oh, here it is. It's right behind my phone. But I actually found this beautiful lipstick by, you can't see the brand, but it's Uoma, I think it is. Uoma Beauty. And I want to do this look and put this red lip on top of it after I do the nude lip, because I gotta wear this thing. So anyways, stay tuned for this look. Stick around for the full video, by the way. Stick around for the full video. So I've already prepped my skin, and I'm struggling with my skin right now because I feel like nothing I put into it actually moisturizes it enough. And I actually need to order this stuff because I haven't had a chance to go to Sephora, and I feel like this was one of the only things that helped to really get into my skin, and it was the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide Cream, and I still just haven't had a chance to stop by Sephora, and I want to get my Sephora points, but I need to just order it online. I need to stop. But there's something about just like picking it up at the store, you know, even though I'm waiting forever if I don't go. But there's something about picking it up at the store. I have like this instant gratification. So that's one thing I want to try to pick up soon. But I'll be using that I've already prepped my skin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my foundation, which is also here somewhere in front of me. It's behind this phone because I've been watching this Real Housewives of New York. So anyways, this is the foundation I'll be using. I've actually used this before on my channel, so you guys are familiar with it. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'll also link the product to my description box below, just like I have done in I think pretty much all my videos. So if you have any questions on where you can find it, you can find the link below. Obviously this video is not sponsored. I wish it was. If you guys would watch my videos a little bit more, maybe I'll sponsor one day. No shade. But anyways, so this is a Born This Way foundation. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. This one's empty. I'm back. So I found the one that's full. So I'm just gonna use this all over my skin. I really do want to thank you guys for watching my videos. It's been really fun trying to come up with different concepts for you guys, but you know, let me know what you guys think about my videos and what you guys want to see me do next. I really want to know what you guys are interested in seeing. Today I'll actually be towards the end teaching you guys how I apply my lashes, because I did get that request from one of my friends. Thanks, Felicia, for requesting that. I appreciate you. So it's a Friday night, guys, and I'm literally doing my makeup and I'm not going anywhere. So this is literally something I'm literally gonna sit with for a while, watch some TV, gonna watch this Housewives reruns. I'm not a big reality TV person because I literally take their drama home, and even though it's in my house, I take that drama to heart like it's mine. It's so annoying. But my best friend was telling me that I needed to watch the Housewives of New York, saying it was really good. So I'm like, I used to watch it when I was, you know, when it first came out, but I feel like the drama just became too much for me, and I was just like, I can't, this is too much. Like, there's nothing worse than just some freaking stupid reality TV drama. It just gives me such anxiety. Literally, I have my own drama. I don't need to deal with it, you know? Well, back in the day, I probably had my own drama. I have a drama-free life these days, which is actually good. Now, oh, shiza. So now I'm not gonna do my concealer just yet because I want to apply my shadows first, and I want to get those nice and blended. I'm going to use the Morphe eyelid primer. God, I can't even talk. I'm gonna use the Morphe eyelid primer on top of my lids. And another trick, if you don't have a primer, you don't really need a primer in my opinion, unless you have really oily eyelids, and then in that case you want to put something that's going to mattify the lid. But if you don't have a primer, rule of thumb, just use a concealer. Again, if you have oily eyelids, you definitely have to use something mattifying. And yes, there's such thing as oily eyelids. Just as my friend Diane, I did her makeup for her wedding, and that's one thing she kept telling me, I just have the oiliest eyelids, and I thought that was so funny, but it's real. It's a real thing. So I'm just applying that, and this one I will say does sort of kind of dry to a more matte finish. If anything, it'd be more of like a satin finish on the lid. And I do like that it doesn't really tacky out, or I'm sorry, it doesn't really like glock up too much, because some of the primers tend to just, if you put too much on, like I will say that that's one thing about the MAC one, if you use too much of the product, it tends to, oh god, I got glare on my face because of this. Great! You know what? This is a bowl. But, yeah, so it tends to become, really, it becomes, oh wow. So it becomes like this gloppy mess on your eyelids. So that's one thing I do appreciate from this one. It doesn't become too gloppy. Excuse me while I dust off every piece of glitter on my beauty blender. Alright, so now that I've got my foundation on and my eyelid primer, I'm going to go ahead and use the palette. In today's video, I want to stick to using, I definitely want to use Hungry Ghost, Golden Gate Bridge, Lay Low, Blossom, or no, I really want to use them all, but they're all so pretty. So I'm just going to go with it. Definitely going to be using Hungry Ghost, Golden Gate Bridge, Made to Last. I'm going to kind of blend it all out and see what happens. Those are going to be the main colors I use. So I'm going to start off with the 217 brush, and I'm going to go in with Golden Gate Bridge. It looks like this sort of taupey beige camel color. I sound like those people who go to the makeup counter. I want a taupey beige pink brown. That doesn't exist, ma'am. I don't know what color that is. Seriously, if you've worked at a makeup counter, you know what I'm talking about. I want a red, pink, purple lipstick with, ma'am, I don't know what that is. With a little bit of green undertone, if you know what I mean. No. No, I don't. What shows are you guys watching lately? I'm gonna really know who's watching this video if you answer my questions. Seriously, what shows are you watching? I literally just finished watching this show called Truth and Lies, with the whole situation that happened with Jeffrey Epstein. That was crazy. If you don't know what happened with Jeffrey Epstein, no problem, because honestly I feel like it was on the news for like 2 days and then people just forgot about it. But it was the situation with the group of girls who had been molested for years. He had women, like young girls. The news kept saying women, but it was actually young girls, go to his mansion, and basically he would do these things to him, and like he would have them do these things to him, and he was so rich and famous that he got away with it. So anyways, that was that. I just saw that. That was pretty crazy. But yeah, so this is the transition shade I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna go in with this darker tone. I'm really hoping it's a lot darker than what it looks like in here. And I'm gonna go in with my 217, wait, no, that was 217, 239 brush. And I'm going in with the 239 to give it more of like this cut crease effect right here, right in my socket. And if you don't really have a natural crease in your eye, you can just create your own crease. And as a rule of thumb, guys, if you're trying to figure out what do I do with these brushes, what type of brush will give me this type of effect. So when you're looking, oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna tell you that. That'll be another episode for a different video. If you're interested in seeing what types of brushes give you what types of effects, let me know. I might make a video on that if you guys are interested. So you really know what types of brushes will be useful for you in your everyday. So I will say this about what my impressions are on this palette so far. Their colors are beautiful, but they don't look, or maybe it's the way I'm mixing them, and I'll try this again, but they don't look on my skin tone. And who knows, if you have a darker skin tone, these may not work, because they're looking really kind of dull on me. They don't really look, on my skin they don't look like what they are in the pot. Or maybe it's just, you know what, I don't know. But let's keep going. Alright, so I really wanted to use this Hungry Ghost. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see what it looks like. It's definitely more glittery than I thought. So, okay, sticking pretty nicely. And I really wanted to see what happened without using the spray first. Because usually if you spray whatever, you know, eyeshadow or something you're using, it'll stick better. But this has pretty good grip. And I'm just placing it because I don't want to move it around too much. Like, I don't want it to like go all over my face like I did with the Beauty Blender. It's a fail. So I'm just gonna go ahead on my lid and I'm just gonna pack it because I want it to really sit on top of the eyelid. I really want you to see it. So yeah, so that's the show I literally just watched. I just canceled my Netflix account because I feel like I didn't watch as much as I, you know, wanted to. And I'm just on this kick, I guess this new year, I'm on this kick of like, okay, I don't have to have a Netflix account if I'm not using it. Like, they haven't put out anything that's like really outrageously amazing. I have to say it. I think the best show that they put out recently was probably, I'm trying to think. They took my favorite show off of Netflix, so I'm so mad. What do you think my favorite show is? You know what? It's not my favorite show. It's one of my favorite shows. It's one of my favorite classics. And they just took it off. If you know what it is, put it in the comment section. And now I'm just going to blend this up into, now that I've gotten to my eyelid crease, I'm going to start blending it upward. Okay, this looks a little bit better. And be very careful how you blend it because you don't want the glitter to go all over. Nice. So, I'll be right back with my other eye. So my eyes are done. I just did that simple glitter with that color in the crease and the brown, not brown color in the crease. I'm gonna add some more of this darker shade here to try and put a little bit more depth in between the crease color and the glitter. So I'm just gonna be putting that darker shade there in the crease. I'm making it as dark as I can because it's a pretty light shade. It's, like I said, it's not really, but I really actually now that it's been sitting for a while, it actually looks a lot better. At first I was feeling like it was looking a little too dusty, but it actually looks really good now. Alright, now that I've done my eyes, I'm actually going to do my eyeliner. I'm going to do the Fenty Beauty eyeliner, fly liner, and I have to do this off camera because, see the way my camera's set up? You can't really see me doing it. So one day, if you want me to do a wing liner tutorial, let me know. But for right now, this is gonna be off camera because I can't, like, you won't even be able to see me do it anyways. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and did a very thin wing liner because I didn't want to take away too much of what I created with the glitter on my eyelid. So it looks something like this. Now I'm going to put some of the mascara on my lashes. And if you watched one of my last videos, you know what mascara I'm using. Seriously, I'm thinking like I'm literally putting this makeup on and I'm going nowhere. I'm so upset. I'm gonna recreate this eye one day. Who knows, maybe I will have a Valentine this year while I'm over here saying I'm not. Who knows, you never know. Dating is very hard for me. Mostly because I don't like to go out anymore. And I'm just not a fan of dating apps. Like, I've tried, maybe I haven't tried dating apps because my mom is watching this. But no, legit, I have tried dating apps and they don't work. It's just a bunch of weirdos. So, I'm not against it. I don't see myself finding someone on a dating app because I just feel like, so, I don't know. It's just not, it's not for me. I know people who have found their significant others, like loved ones, literally, they found their man of their dreams on these dating websites, but it just hasn't worked for me, unfortunately. It really hasn't. Maybe one day I'll try it again, but no. And when my mom watches this, she's gonna be like, you shouldn't be on those. Are you kidding me? So I'm gonna be using the Ardell Foam Ink, which you've seen me use in videos before. And no, this is not a brand new pack. This is my reusable ones. Just make sure when you use your lashes, if you're reusing them, you clean them off, because obviously, I don't know what you did the night before, but you don't want any type of germs to be in your eyes. I get people ask me this all the time. Can you really use lashes? Well, I mean, you just paid $8 for the lashes. So if you have that type of money where you can just throw lashes away, $8 lashes out, or even more so like those $30 ones by Lily and House of Lashes and all those other ones, go ahead if you want to, but nah. Ours are gonna get reused. So basically what you want to do when you first get your set of lashes, sometimes they're a lot longer than what your normal lash line is, but what you want to do is measure the lash to the length of your lashes. Typically some people have eyes that droop down more, so when you're cutting your lash, because that's why you're measuring it, you want to make sure that the lash actually at the end, wherever you cut it, goes upwards. So you don't want, if your eyes droop down, you don't want to measure your lash and then cut it here. You essentially want to measure it to right here and then cut it up, if that makes any sense. I've already measured these lashes and they basically fit like so. When you're measuring it, you want to start it over a little bit further inside here, because if your lash is too long, it can also poke you here. So if you don't have a lot of lashes here in towards the front, you can also try to cut your lash a little bit here so that the longer lashes that they place here don't poke your eye during the night, and they usually will poke like right in here. It's like, oh, it's prickling my eye, it's so annoying. So you want to always make sure you sort of measure it to where your natural lashes grow and kind of measure it. So that's what my lash is probably gonna look like. Obviously it's not gonna be falling off. So my favorite lash glue right now, if you're looking for something that you can get at like Walgreens or Target or something like that, Duo Lash Adhesive is my favorite. It's just the best one. They have one that is white, clear white, so it actually goes on white but then it dries off clear. The only problem is sometimes when it dries it sort of looks white still. It doesn't fully dry clear, and sometimes you have to paint over it to make it look fully black or fully brown, whatever eyeliner color you're using depending on what look you're going for. So what I do is I take the lash, and I hope you can see that. You want to take the Duo and you want to apply it. The other lash glue that I really like is the Lily Lash Glue, and it kind of goes on sort of like this ultraviolet color, and that my best friend has that, and I used it with the Lily lashes. And once this is done, I have tons of Duo adhesive lash glue. That's the next one I'm going to be purchasing and using. I don't know if the good thing about that one is it actually comes in like a little bottle, and it comes with like a little brush you can brush onto your lashes, so you don't have to like really, you know, squeeze it and then hope to God there's no bubbles and all this other stuff that comes with trying to put the lash glue on. So you want to have a healthy amount of glue. What a healthy amount of glue looks like is this, and I'll show it to you. Always add extra on the corners, but not too much, so that your corners stick, because that's usually the areas that tend to not stick as much. So this is pretty much a healthy amount of glue. So when you're doing your end, it looks something like this. So you don't want it to be too thin, you don't want it to be too thick. So what you want to do is apply the lash glue, and you want to let it sit for a couple minutes. No, that's too long, sorry. Let it sit for a few seconds. So I would say maybe 30 seconds or so, but you want to monitor it. You only want the glue to get a little tacky. If it's your own lashes, you can blow on it, but if you're a makeup artist, please don't blow on other people's lashes. That's the most disgusting thing you could do. All your spit all over a person's lashes that you're gonna apply. This is for my makeup artist. Don't do that. Just wave it with an item. There is nothing more nasty than that. So I'm just adding it to the lash. Seriously. And somebody is probably watching this video like, it's nasty to blow on your own lash. No, I trust my own spit. Like, I do. So I'm gonna blow on it. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and while that's kind of like tacking up, I'm just gonna do other parts of my face because I haven't done my concealer yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer. First I'm gonna go in with my corrector, if I can find it. I'll just use this since I don't have anything else in front of me. I'm just going to use this orangey tone from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Hopefully it's not too creamy. So just kind of offset some of that undertone right underneath my eye, because I tend to get, with my dark circles, I tend to, when I put concealer on, it tends to look a little bit gray underneath my eyes. So that's why I put something right underneath to kind of like color correct a little bit. And guys, there's really no right way to, you know, for you to apply your concealer. Just think of concealer as, depending on what type of situation you have going on underneath your eyes. Some people can just conceal without correcting. I'm not one of those people. So if you see me correcting, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to correct. You don't have to take that step. I feel like sometimes when people see these YouTube videos or these Instagram videos, they're like, oh, because this person is doing all this stuff, I have to do it. No, that's not the case. But if you do have dark circles, or you have some type of hyperpigmentation, just know that there's going to be an extra step for you if you want to avoid those hyperpigmented areas on your skin to show through, or dark circles to show through. In my case, they showed through pretty heavy. I actually follow this girl on Instagram. Well, I just started following her on Instagram. I followed her on YouTube. I found her on YouTube first. Her name is Alexandra Anel. She's so cute. You guys have to follow her too if you're interested in like artistry, things like that. She's really good. And she actually had a video about color correcting, and I actually appreciate it because I'm a person who has dark circles, and I can kind of, I could really relate to her story, because my biggest insecurity when I was younger was, she was talking about how her biggest insecurity when she was growing up were her dark circles, and I literally could relate because that was mine, and I've always had dark circles, and it was hard for me to really accept them. So when I saw that she kind of struggled with the same thing, I was like really happy, you know. And I actually forgot these were drying, but so I'm gonna pop them on. So when I'm applying lashes, you really want to have a mirror with you, and if these dry out too much, I'm just gonna put more glue on it. You want to hold it like so in the middle and really come in from an angle, like above the lash. Especially if you have a curled lash, you kind of want to place it above and underneath where your curl is. So I sort of know, you see how I kind of place it directly on top here? Hopefully you see this. And I go in, and when the glue is not too wet, it actually, once you place it correctly, it actually will stick onto your eyelid, right? So there, you kind of want to just take, you always want to have a tweezer available. You want to take it and you want to start placing it correctly onto your lash line and start squeezing it to the lash itself. And again, you're kind of working in angles. Now, when you're talking about your inner corner, you want to look the opposite way of where your lash is. So in my case, I'm going to be looking to my left, peeking over to my left, and also peeking over to my right, and placing it onto my lash. You see, I'm just pressing it down to make sure that it actually sticks to the lash. When you're doing the inner, you want to look over, peek over, and connect it. Take your tweezer and push it in for the rest. You see how it just goes on. So really the secret to it, in my opinion, is making sure the lash glue is tacky and not dry or wet, and then placing it. My eyes water so much when I'm putting my lashes on. It's not even funny. It's like the most annoying thing. Jeez Louise. You really just want to let them dry a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to take lip liner. Pop on a little bit of primer. And I'm going to be using the color Up and Down Tan. So now you could actually leave this look like this if you wanted to. You can line your lip completely with a lip liner and walk out the door, but for today's look I actually want to brighten it up. For my last look I did the same thing. I'm adding Stripped as my gloss. So my battery died all the way on me. I just totally look so cross-eyed just now. But my battery died on me. I did apply a little bit of the Stripped in the center so it gave it more of this creamy tone. But now I'm going to go ahead and do the red lip. So I'm actually going to dab this off. So now I'm just going to take Cherry Lip Liner and I'm going to outline my lip. Alright, so now that I've outlined it, I'm going to go in with the Uoma lipstick, and this one is Diana. And I'm actually going to turn this look into a red lip look. Alright, so there you have it. This is my final look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you for staying for both parts, the nude lip and this red lip. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me which look you prefer, if you like the nude or if you like the red. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Let me know what you guys want to see in my next video, and if you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I don't have a Twitter account yet, but don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. I can't wait to see you. Ooh, maybe I could do one of those Princess Leia looks on here. Oh, I don't have enough hair. I would have to get some extensions. But that would be cool if I did like a Princess Leia style. What do you guys think? What if this wasn't recording the whole time? See you next time.